Hi y'all. I haven't been made a video in quite a long time, but right before I started school. But I just wanted to talk about my ability to push through things when I don't want to do them. What it boils down to is disciplining myself, despite the fact that I've never, not once, been that person in my life. I am 40 something years old. I'll be 50 in the next few years. I'm an old lady. And I have never the uh, learned how to discipline myself. And I feel like it has to do with me pushing myself in areas where I'm scared and I feel like I'm stupid even, or it's just not something that I'm used to being or doing. I'm hoping that maybe this will help people, but I've always just I was diagnosed with ADD last year, and that has changed everything in the way I look at the world, and I understand the way to help myself, and it's very different than I thought it would be. And what it boils down to is creating space and giving myself time to relax in the day. A couple of weeks ago, I suffered through some migraines. It was a few days, and it put me out, and I was just packing my schedule way too tight. I was scheduling when I was going to eat, when I was going to take a shower, all of the things. And I realized something, that I wasn't giving myself space to relax during the day. I have a Garmin watch, and the watch tells me when my body battery is low, and my stress levels are high too. So it helps having that kind of data to help myself understand what is going on. And when I slow down, I've seen in this last week a big difference in my stress levels and my body battery, which tells me how much energy I have when I wake up in the morning, or how restful my sleep was. And that's another thing. The sleep is numero uno. If I don't get enough sleep, then I'm just totally can't do anything. And if I try to push myself, it becomes it's just battling my body, and my body's like, hell no, we're not doing this, and you're gonna go sleep because you have a migraine now. So I just, it's not easy. I'm not gonna push myself when I have a migraine yet. There's no way I could do that. But what I mean is the discipline. I thought, okay, well, now I've scheduled myself. Well, I realized I'm burning myself out. Now I'm realizing that I need to create space. I practice yoga, and if I don't, I have this so what I do is I put my yoga mat out in the morning. So at least in my head, I'm like, even if I just sit down and just relax for a minute, then that I've, if that's a practice now that I have, and I do it every day. If I don't do anything except for a minute of meditating. All of this comes down, I know, scatterbrain, but I feel like I'm not making any sense. But what it boils down to is now I've learned that the practice of relaxing and taking space for myself to have the energy, and that my stress levels aren't so high that I'm burning myself, but to have the energy to be able to do the things that I want to do, and do the things that I need to do. And those things are running, doing yoga, doing my schoolwork, running my business, doing just all the other things that we do as adults, all the unfun stuff, the chores in the house, all of that. None of this, me of yesteryears, 10 years ago, would have been who are you? What did you do? What are you doing? What happened? Because honestly, many moons ago, I thought that I wouldn't be alive at this age, that I would have died of I would have overdosed on opiates. So this, for me, is all new. I just wanted to share this. Maybe it would help someone. I also have endometriosis, and despite what doctors say I had a hysterectomy, I still deal with chronic pain. Now, it's not near as bad, because a lot of my issues were around my period and ovulating, but I still deal with it. There's still times where like I have like phantom pain from my uterus being gone. It's like when an amputee gets their leg cut off, they sometimes have pain even though their leg isn't there. And so sometimes I'll have like pretty intense pain in that area where my uterus used to be. So that's a nightmare. So it's like a reminder that I don't have it anymore. But again, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I just wanted to come on here and just free flow, like whatever comes out of my mouth and in my head. But so I've learned the art of discipline. I'm also just learning how to create space and find a place in my day, every day, to relax and to take care of myself, to slow down and really evaluate like everything that I'm doing. And if the like amount of output, the energy, excuse me, is going to help me to attain the things that I want to do in my life. And I have a lot of them because I feel like I'm making up for lost time, for not going to school earlier in life, for being bedridden when I was very sick with endometriosis and addicted to opiates. But now, like, I'm sober and I feel like my eyes are open and I feel like I'm finally starting to be able to heal from trauma and from my past since childhood. And I feel like I'm moving in a direction that like makes me happy. It makes me feel like a whole person, and I actually love myself. And I don't battle with depression. Just a little sad sometimes, but that's it. But anyways, if you stayed to, and it's 6 minutes, 47 seconds, I appreciate you listening to me and blabber on about the things that are important to me. And I wanted to share because I want to be a living proof that you can do it if you put your mind to it. Anyways, thanks y'all.